I'm Anne Seelbach. This group of paintings is what I call the Troubled Waters series. It's about the pollution and the effects of pollution that's in our water systems, either the bays, the oceans, that's been happening over the past several years. I started this series about 2 years ago with paintings like this one and with works on paper, paintings on paper. And what I use are elements like gasket forms, like here's one here, or stencils of plastic gutter mesh, or sometimes the gutter mesh itself, which is over on this other one, to represent any odd geometric shape, to represent the unnatural part of the water that represents the pesticides and herbicides and industrial debris that has come into our water systems. This is sort of the point of view from the fish. So as these elements are in the paintings, they sort of crowd the water and the fish have to deal with it somehow. The pesticides affect mutations in some of the fish forms. It's happened in other parts of nature too, like in frogs and other species. As the paintings progressed, I wanted to get away from the angular edge of the painting or piece of paper, away from framing, away from glass, away from distancing the viewer from the actual work. So I started taking the paper that I was working on and tearing it apart, cutting it apart, painting it, pasting it together again in different ways. So these I just call the cutouts, and they're also part of the Troubled Water series. They're more abstract. The images have gotten more and more abstract. So these fish are sort of like one fish form repeated many times here also. And I like the fact that these irregular shapes are not framed. They are just as they are. The viewer experiences it very directly. They're somewhat vulnerable because there is no glass. They're not protected, but that's part of the theme, which is that the environment is threatened. It's sort of this conflict between the natural lyrical flow of the waters and our artificial attempts to control things that happen in nature. So other than that, it's basically I'm interested in the conflict or the juxtaposition of representation and abstraction, and either in drawing or free-form images. I guess that's about all I want to say about it. So another element, artificial element, is this plastic gutter, not the gutter mesh, the plastic cloth that I found washed ashore at the ocean, which is another element of things that will not break down, will not disintegrate in the water, will just be there forever. So.